Okay, let's be real. You've seen people make money online with digital products, and you finally believe it's actually possible for you. But knowing it's possible and knowing what to do next are two very different things. So if you are stuck in one of these three spots, either you have not started at all with digital products, or you don't know how to actually create a digital product, or you have your digital product, but you have absolutely no sales or very little sales, or at best a few sales, but nowhere near the sales you want to make. This is your moment, no matter what spot you're in right now, because making six figures in 2026, it starts right here. Today, I'm showing you exactly how to move forward. Hey creator, I'm Angela, and if you're building a business with just a little oil, you know that little oil like the widow had in 2 Kings 4? She had just a little oil and used that to build legacy wealth. What is your little oil? Your idea, your expertise, that title of the book you've had just sitting on a napkin for years, that coaching program that's been stuck and held hostage on your desktop. That's your little oil. And with that little that you have right now and a big vision, you are in the right place. Today, I'm breaking down the exact next step for three types of women I see in my community, I see online. And those are the women who either don't know where to start or how to start with digital products, or you have an idea for a digital product and you just don't have the steps or the time to actually get it done right now, or you have created that product, you finally got it done, but it's not making much sales. Which one are you? I want you to type in the comments. I want you to type either need to start if you haven't started yet, need a product if you need to create your product right now, or need sales. Which one are you? Type it in the comments so that we can start a rich, valuable conversation together. And no matter where you are, either no start, no product, or no sales, let's figure it out and fix it right now. You can follow the timestamps below to go straight to the spot where you are in your journey and just follow the steps right where you are. First, I'll cover a no-start creator. If you've never started, let's start here. Here's how to find a profitable idea that is actually profitable and not just a passion project. And I'll tell you what the difference is in just a bit. So you've got an idea, maybe a few ideas, but you're stuck. You're stuck because you're afraid it's not good enough, or you don't know how to package the idea you have in your head. Let's begin with this very important truth. Just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean it will sell. Your product idea, the idea you have in your head, it must solve a problem that someone is actively trying to fix right now. So here is your step-by-step process if you are a no-start creator. First, I want you to brain dump it. What does that even mean, Angela? Well, I want you to write down 5 things that you have overcome, that you have achieved, or you helped someone else with. I want you to write it all down in a step-by-step process. That's number 1. You got to brain dump it. You got to get it all out of your head. Number 2, I want you to validate it. Whatever you wrote down, I want you to go to YouTube or TikTok or Pinterest or even Reddit, and I want you to search that topic, the topic of what you wrote down, and I want you to look for something very specific. I want you to look for videos or posts with views and engagement. This is very important. You have to click on something that has views and engagement, meaning that someone liked or commented, or there's a conversation going on around this topic. I want you to study those comments. What are people asking for? What's confusing for them? What is missing for them? What questions are they asking? you find that you are spot on with what you should be creating based on your area of expertise. Okay? And number 3, I want you to spot that gap. What that means is I want you to find the question that no one's answering well in the comments. Even the creator, if people are continuing to ask questions, if they are continuing in this conversation, and you know that's your lane, wherever the gaps are, let me explain it to you like this. Let's say, for instance, you see a rich, valuable conversation, and the person who's commenting, the person who's answering the questions, you're like, but that's not all. But they should probably do blank. But oh my God, they are so missing the next thing they should do. Wherever your lane is and you see the gap, honey, you have found something that may be worth pursuing in a digital product. So the 4th thing I want you to do after you take these 3 steps, I want you to test the angle. Make one short form piece of content or just one post, just one, and watch the reaction. Don't build blindly. Don't just take this information you get in your research and just start creating your product. Test it first and see where the traction is. And once you get traction with your own rich, valuable conversations, oh my God, you just might be on to something. Why does this work? Why go through all of this, Angela? Here's why. Please do not skip this step. The reason why you want to do this is because you're creating from a real need, not just wishful thinking. You're not just selling fluff. You're actually solving something specific. So now you have the validation that you need. You have an idea that people actually care about, but you don't know quite how to turn that into a product that's fast and helpful and ready to sell. That's what I'm going to cover next. Next, I'll cover a no product creator. Here's how to create a digital product fast and easy. I promise you it will be fast and easy because that's what you need right now. If you are sitting on the idea that we covered in segment 1 that you know will sell, but you haven't created the product yet, let's fix that right now. You're not lazy, sis. You just don't have the right system yet. Let's make it simple because, like I said, that's what you need right now, especially where you are headed in the new year. A lot of things are going to be going on. A lot of things you are going to want to change, fix, and rectify from 2025. So let's go ahead and keep this simple. And it's simple because of my instant digital product template. Now, there are 2 tracks you can take using this template. Track 1 is a 1-hour digital product. It's what I call the fast track. You will simply answer a few questions to get your digital product done. The first question is, what is one problem that your audience is facing? Then, what's one method or process that you will use to help them solve it? You're literally going to take your process, choose which type of tool you want to create, like a checklist or an action guide or a training that you'll create that's going to help them actually solve that problem, and add in all of your rich, valuable content, filling in the gaps, filling in the blanks of the template. Bam, boom, voila, your product is done. Now, there is a track 2, and that is a 1-day product that you're going to create. I call that the full track. You will still answer all of the same questions, but you will create a product that is more in-depth. A digital product that you can still create in a day. It is just a more full and in-depth product for your customer. Now, you can decide which product you want to create. It could be the fast track product or the full day product. Either way, your product is going to be done. It does not have to be perfect at the start. It needs to be helpful. And as long as it is helpful, as long as it does what you said it will do, then you are golden in the eyes of your customer. Just start. And the easiest way to do that is just to use my template. Even if you have the best digital product ever, and it is so amazing and it's done, if nobody sees it, it's not going to do you any good. So once you have your digital product created, which is the offer you're going to provide, how do you start making consistent sales? Well, let's talk content that converts. That is what I'm going to cover next. How to convert your product into sales. Let's get that 6 figures. Now let's cover a no or little sales creator. Here's how to make 6 figures with your digital product. If you already created a digital product, but you're not seeing the sales you expected, first of all, let me just say to you, I have been there before, and it is so frustrating and so debilitating. It is probably one of the worst feelings you could ever have because you worked so hard on it. I get it. But here's what I learned in my process. Here is what I learned that I am now going to share with you. Let me show you what's really happening. You don't just need a product. You need a right product with the right content and the right person seeing it. All of these 3 must align. You don't just need a product. If you just needed a product and everybody had one, everybody would already be making millions, and it's just not like that. I wish it were for you. I really do. But I had to learn this the hard way. Hear me well. Tune in, turn it up, lock in, sis. Can I just say that again? You need the right product and the right content and the right person seeing it. And all 3 must align. Here's what you need to do. There are a couple of steps I know that you need to take, and that is what I'm going to break down for you right now. Step 1, you have to audit your offer. Here's what that means. Ask yourself, does this product really truly solve a clear, urgent problem? Doesn't matter if you think it does, honey, you're going to think it's great. You're going to think it's amazing because you worked so hard on it. You need solid proof that it is actually solving a clear and urgent problem. Is this something your audience is already searching for? It's got to be true. That's got to be true. How do you know that? How do you know that it qualifies through this criteria? Go back to segment 1 and tighten up that idea. Next thing I want you to do, step 2, is I want you to start creating your content marketing with purpose. Here is what that means. It's not as difficult and complicated and overwhelming as you think it is. It's only difficult and complicated and overwhelming because what you're doing is not working. Here is what actually works. The content that you create to get visibility on your digital product, it's solid sole job. It has one job, and that is to educate your audience on the problem that you solve. If your content that you're putting out there doesn't do that, it is missing, flying by like ships passing each other in the night. It is literally not going to attract your product to the money that you can make. Here's what I mean by that. You cannot just post pretty things. It is a waste of time. If it's relevant to the product, share it. But all this fluff stuff that you're creating is because you haven't really understood solely and wholly that there is a specific path from your product to money in your bank. Here's what it looks like. You need to see 3 things happening with your content when you are posting it. And when I say content marketing, that means that you are creating content to post on your perfect fit platform, and that content is actually marketing your product. That is what content marketing means. Now, when you share your content on your perfect fit platform, whether that be YouTube or a podcast or a blog or a newsletter, social media, when you create content on your perfect fit platform, and I will say this to you, you need to create content on one platform first. Do not try to have a YouTube channel, a podcast, a blog, a newsletter. Don't do it to yourself. I have done it and I have worn myself completely out trying to do it all. What I suggest is pick one perfect fit platform. Get it out, Angela. And that perfect fit platform is where your audience is, but it's also a platform where you are most natural. Like if you can be on camera without being shy or reserved or awkward, YouTube might be for you. Pick one and then use that for your long form content, and take that long form content and create short form content from it to post on social. So now you have long form content and short form content. And whatever that content is, there are three things that you're looking for. You are looking for likes, you're looking for comments, and you're looking for shares. When you start seeing likes, comments, and shares, here's what you are looking for. If you see a like, that means that your content is resonating. That's good. You want that. Create more content like that. If you see a comment, freeze in your tracks. Because at that point, that means that your message, your content hit home to your audience so deeply, they have to say something about it. When you see that, stop what you are doing and respond to it. That is called engagement. And I know you just want your product to sell, but don't you really truly in your heart want people to actually be helped? Making money is just a bonus. Making money is just a byproduct. If you are a woman of faith creator like who I serve, you really just want to help, right? And when you see comments, it means that somebody is being helped. Respond to it. The algorithm is going to love you for it, but you also are beginning to connect with your audience. That is going to lead you to a sale. You want to do more like it. The more comments you get, the more comments you need to respond to. Comments, golden. Comments, you own to something. But here is what I love. Yes, likes are great. Yes, comments are amazing. But when somebody shares it, oh my God. Not only do you know that it has truly resonated, but it has resonated so deeply, they see the value in it and they want to spread it. This person trusts you so much, they are literally sharing you with another person. What's happening is you're creating trust and you're creating visibility. That kind of trust is gold, and that's actually bringing you more visibility. Like you are getting likes and shares, and you're getting that from people that you never even connected with, that your people are connecting you to other people. Oh my God, it's quite amazing. And when it happens, you're gonna be like, yes, yes. If you look at these two videos right here, one is a digital product for beginners that has over 8,000 views. And the other video is don't overcomplicate it, over 6,000 views. These two videos are rolling. Why? Because they both have high engagement. The comments are based on real people with real lives and real issues and are asking for real help. And that's how I know that my product matches the real need. That's why I keep making money on one digital product. That's why I make money every day on one digital product that I created one time, and it just keeps making money. Y'all, it actually works while I'm sleeping, while I'm driving, while I'm teaching. I promise you it works. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. You can do this. You post with purpose and you look for likes, you look for shares, you look for comments. When you see those three things, engage, 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 engage. Why? Because you're not just posting and praying. You are posting with purpose. And the more you post with purpose, the more you're going to grow and monetize your audience to the tune of 6 figures. Just stay consistent with what is working. Stay consistent to this process. So let's recap real quick, and then I'll tell you what your exact next move is to get to your 6 figures. If you haven't started, then validate your idea. If you haven't created your digital product yet, then build your digital product with the instant digital product template. You got to get your digital product done. You got to get it done, sis. If you are not making sales on the digital product that you have, that you know is validated and that you know should be selling, then all you have to do now is fix your visibility with strategic content. Now, from these 3 checkpoints, the only thing you have left to do is increase your visibility, grow, and scale. In other words, once you get all these things done, keep posting consistently, at least once a week, twice a week if you can, with content that is created with purpose. It will eventually get you to your 6 figures. In 2026, with a digital product that you create one time, but make money over and over and over again on that one product. But listen, sis, this is so important to me. These steps require more than just information. Just having this information is not going to move the needle for you. You still won't move in the direction of getting your actual 6 figures in 2026. 2026 has to be different. It has to look different. You have to be different. I want you to use this information. I want you to take it and use it for your advantage, but you need, with that, a place to ask questions, a system to stay accountable, a community to keep you going. And that is why I created the Little Oil Lounge. It is the free space inside of my community, inside of my Cura Circle. And I created Cura Circle for women of faith to be able to start, build, and profit online. And the lounge is exactly where you need to be, because inside you will get access to a supportive space to share your progress. You will get access to my Little Oil Jar, which is a tracker to help you stay focused. You'll get access to behind the scenes resources, community events, and the momentum that you need with support and accountability. You have everything you need to actually get this done. And when I say everything you need, I mean you have a front row seat, sis. You have everything you need to actually make it work this time. So stop sitting on your oil. Stop sitting on what God gave you, and finally start walking in it and getting traction and seeing real results. It will resort to the 6 figures that you know you can make using your area of expertise, your digital product that comes from what you know how to do. It all starts and happens inside of the lounge. It's completely free, and it's your first move forward. Drop the word lounge in the comments if you want access. You know what? You're not behind. You're just one aligned move away from making 6 figures in 2026. Most people overcomplicate digital products in a way that keeps them frozen in their tracks. They think they need 1,000 videos, 15 funnels, or a brand new platform. But the truth is, you don't need all of that at all. You need one product, you need one system, and you need one audience that trusts you. I have a video right here that I want you to watch, and it is Don't Overcomplicate It. Watch this video and you'll see how. I'm Angela Tesano, and until next time, always be creating. Bye for now. Here's your video.